Hey Taurus, welcome into your reading. Okay, let's see what's going on here for you guys. What's the situation for my Taurus coming up this week in August? Like the 4th onwards? Yeah, let's go that way. All right, what's the situation for my beautiful Taurus? What is going on with them? How do you like all these 4 planets going retrograde through Aries? Aries ain't having a good time. No, they're fine. They just, they're feeling extra these next few months because of these planets. But because it's going through Aries, it is affecting every zodiac sign in a specific way. And I sometimes like to talk about the planets because they influence us. Thankfully, your ruling planet Venus, along with Jupiter in Cancer, is happily for Taurus softening the blow. But it's emphasizing, highlighting for you, Taurus, about your relationships. So the shit that goes down this year, 2025, is supposed to help highlight 2026, okay? It's trying to help you shed some shit, all right? So you can get into healthier, happier relationships. Strangely enough, here are 2 major arcanas. The majors are destiny. The majors are course correction. The major arcanas is the universe descending upon you and saying, okay, hold on, Jonas, you gotta go this way, let's corral this guy this way. That's when the major arcanas appear in readings. Now you have the High Priestess. What does the High Priestess do? She is the no talking card because the High Priestess uses her intuition to tell her all she needs to know, she being female in the card, that being you, male or female, or whatever your pronoun is. The bottom of the deck is an Aries card, which is the Emperor. Doesn't have to be that you're dealing with an emperor. Maybe you're leading, maybe you're bossing up, maybe you're taking charge, maybe you're taking control. And I think that's what's happening. You're like, fuck it, what's the point in talking anymore? I can't beat a dead horse. It's done. There's nothing to talk about. It is what it is. So there's nothing to decide. So I'm just going to boss up here. A lot of you are taking on this energy, okay? Others of you, maybe you're dealing with an Aries and you guys aren't talking. Or at least you're not talking about the elephant in the room. Now, so, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because here's you. Here's you. Guys, I swear to God, what's going on with the way I speak? Between talking to my 10-year-old and being in Brooklyn, and I don't live in Brooklyn, but I'm always there. And just being, then going into New Jersey, I swear to God, like my language just is like all over the map. All right, neither here nor there. Come back. If this is an Aries or somebody that's like a boss or larger than life, that's huge, here you are behind that person as the Queen of Pentacles, male or female, that's you. Typical you, nurturing, kind, caring. You're about to take a risk of some kind and leave something or someone. Justice is coming. What's that? Some good shit's coming. I think you're taking a risk and you might just get rewarded for it. Actually, you just might get what you want, Taurus, at the end of the day. Seriously. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to go do something crazy and, I don't know, live my life. Live the best that I can. That's what's happening. Let me tell you something, guys. That's what you should do. Okay? Because the universe rewards people with, if you were to hold a mirror up to yourself and you told yourself, and no one else is in the room, no one else is hearing you, and you said to yourself, what is it that I want out of this friggin' life? What do I truly want? And if you believe in that you can get that, then the universe steps in and says, okay, we're going to give you that. All right. So I feel like a lot of this is now starting to bleed into your lives and actually start coming true. All right. And this is why we have these planets in retrograde. They're there to reflect on those feelings, those thoughts, those memories. Yeah. Let's see what's coming towards you. Well, there's a Fool again, and then the Chariot in reverse. And then, we got the Emperor again at the bottom of the deck. Listen, guys, this is also an Aries energy. So a lot of you are dealing with Aries. Others of you, it's not that. It's just, you're taking on that energy of an Aries. Aries don't give a fuck. They don't care what people think. And not in a selfish kind of way. They do that thing that I was just talking about where they mirror something and the universe responds in kind. Does it always feel like the universe is rewarding bad people and they're always getting what they want? Not necessarily. They're just very confident and they believe that what they're going for, they're going to get. Powerful CEOs, people who think that they're the studliest man alive or the most gorgeous woman. Doesn't have to be, just as confident, it's gonna happen. It's a numbers game. If I keep putting myself out there, or if I'm going to be like Elon Musk and you're working 40 hours, I'm going to work 140 because it's a numbers game. You're going to make it in a year, I'm going to make it in 4. That's the mentality I'm talking about. That's what these people are getting from the universe. This is kind of bleeding this energy into you. And that is the energy of an Aries too. They leap, they risk. Nothing lined up, don't give a fuck. I mean, that's crazy because, there's got to be some form of stability and rationality. But you know what? They know they're going to fall, but they're eventually going to get up and they're going to keep going. That energy. That's the kind of energy the Fool takes. The Fool says, I'm going to leave this job because it's so goddamn toxic. I can't take it anymore. I just can't. So I'm going to leave because I believe in myself that I will get what I want out of this life or another job, even if it's a Band-Aid. I don't care. I don't need anything lined up. This place is just too horrible. Again, you're taking a risk. Once again, it could also be in love. I'm leaving this relationship. It's so goddamn toxic. This person doesn't understand. I'm gonna leave. And I don't care if I don't have another relationship or another arms to run into or if I'm alone. You're just like, no, I'm going to leave. I think what's happening here and why you might be doing this is because you're starting to lose focus or you're starting to lose track or, the bus of your life stop moving forward. Like the bus broke down. Okay? Because of the Chariot's in reverse. Lack of focus. Loss of control. Now moving forward. So something is so bad, so shitty, so uncomfortable. It forces you to not have anything lined up, set up, whatever. You lose focus and you just leave. You just pounce. Now I'm going to clarify this and we'll see what it's talking about. All right, what's going on here for Taurus, please? Alrighty, what's going on for my Taurus? Woo, all right. The 10 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Guys, you have put on so much responsibility and burden on your plates right now that you literally... it's just too much to carry. It's a heavy ass weight. And then the 2 of Wands over here is a portal. Mind you, we are in Leo season and there is a Lion's Gate. This is you looking into your future, saying what else is out there because you're leaving something. I haven't seen the 8 of Cups here yet to say, okay, you're leaving something that doesn't satisfy you. I see you taking a risk, that kind of leaving. But you build a burden as you do this because you didn't line up anything or you didn't, check to see if there was going to be a soft launch or a soft landing or if whatever. Anyway, the 6 of Pentacles here, maybe you're breadcrumbing someone or something until you figure something out. You're giving just enough. So this stays within you. Now, if this is work related, you're overworked, you're overtired, high risk, low reward. You're not really getting anything. And you're kind of like looking out into your future as to what else is out there. You're debating on cutting your losses. What can I, sacrifice here? I bring this up all the time. Your house is on fire. I just got done telling this to Aries. Your house is on fire, right? The house cannot be salvaged. What are you going to take? What are you going to bring with you? What are you going to sacrifice and what are you not going to sacrifice? There's 5 swords. You're taking 3. You're leaving the 2. You cannot carry them. They're too heavy. Each one weighs 50 pounds. Unless you're like some kind of Olympian, weightlifter. I don't know. But let's go back to the house. What are you getting? I'm grabbing my diamonds and my passport. I mean, not that I have diamonds, but I'm saying, you know what? To me, I'm going to grab my kid. I'm going to grab my passport, maybe like a few clothes. That's it. And my wallet. And let that bitch burn. Bye. To me, guys, that's for me. What's it for you? What's in your house? Like your job, your relationship, your marriage. What's worth it? What are you okay with burning down? You understand what I'm saying? That's the Five of Swords. We're going to clarify that a little bit more and we'll see what's going on. To the point where this does tie in with the conversation I just had earlier about the universe rewarding, like, you know, people who mirror what they believe in truly and honestly and confidently. So if you could sit there and you could stare at your Five of Swords, even though it's like a mental jungle, and you could say, you know what, I'm willing to sacrifice this to have that. I think I'm going to be okay. And then the universe turns around and says, okay, yeah, that's what Sally wants. Sally wants to give up this person for that person, and we believe her. So now we will give her that person. Sally believes her worth and her value, that she could be a director of this company, being the ultimate production director. I don't know what. I just made that shit up. She doesn't belong being a supervisor. So she leaves because she knows she'll find it. And if she does, she'll find something else. So universe says, you know what? I got Sally's back. Because she's confident. She knows she's just going to keep throwing out resumes. If it's not this month, it's next month. It will come. If she doesn't stop, she will get it. So she's willing to sacrifice that toxic environment. What are you willing to sacrifice? Because you have burdened yourself. And now you're looking out there and you're like, I need to dump this load. I can't. In your advice, I have the Ten of Pentacles. What's happening there? That's a job that pays very, very well, or a marriage. I don't know why that's in your advice. I don't know if some of you need to think about it. I don't know if some of you need to save it. I don't know if you need to create it, but it's there. And so the universe wants you to be thinking about this marriage, commitment, or this job that pays well. In regards to, now I see the Eight of Cups. Now I see you walking away. I had a feeling. What is the outcome of the week, please? Guys, don't be shocked. This is the pivotal month that I'm sensing there's big transition, big changes in relationships. Some are fixing and fortifying their relationships while others are just running the fuck away and going towards some sort of happiness. The thing is, it's the universe highlighting to you what is meant to be for you and what is not. Because the old way of living is no more. Like I said, it's the year of 9. It's a shedding year. Those who are really into numerology, look up the year of 9 and, see what that means. Anyway, back to you. Ace of Cups at the as the outcome, which is basically, why do I keep saying I talk to my daughter too much, guys. I swear to God, I'm not this illiterate. Ace of Cups is a brand new start in love. Okay? That's a new person. So not only is it a fresh new start in love, it's a new person. Maybe 1 or 2% of you out there, it's a new start with somebody you already knew or know, or, it's a restart in your relationship. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not saying there isn't the one, but 9 times out of 10, this is a new person. The person I'm seeing back here is a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It does not have to be. There's a potential reconciliation with this person, but then there's a Tower moment, and then you feel stuck. But then you're curious about your marriage and the foundation of it, or a commitment and the foundation of it, and or to go back and fix it for some of you, others of you to upgrade with someone here, which is the new person. But let's start clarifying and get more details and see if that's the case. Guys, the extended readings, I'm still staying on the YouTube platform as a monthly, but I'm trying to start out this new platform. There's going to be 2 links in the description box below. One is the join button that you see you can join to be a member, and those are monthly subscriptions that you could see the extended videos. It's just one fee, and every week there's a video, so it's all in there. The other link, I'm trying a new platform where I will be trying to do an extended video on a singular level, like a one-time purchase or a one-off, and it'll be a smaller fee than it is from YouTube. Just trying it out and see. If the second link doesn't work, I tried. Oh well, the membership definitely works. Now what's going on with Taurus here? And in the extended, we go really heavy into love. We don't really do work there. We talk about your person. Especially for those here for a love reading. Why is the High Priestess here, please? Why is my girlfriend here? High Priestess, ironically, in a career context, is somebody who is like me. This is somebody very spiritual, very, you know, intuitive. That's why it's a Pisces card, because Pisces tends to be, speaking of Pisces, here's the moon. They tend to be one of the most intuitive signs in the zodiac sign. But anyway, everyone has intuition. They just don't know how to plug in. Plug in, because it's there to protect you. Anyway, the moon is here and the Hierophant, which is actually a Taurus card. There's something going on behind the scenes. Some of you in your marriage, you're not talking. That's basically what it is. Or you're keeping secrets. If that's not, then whoever you're not talking to or whatever you're not talking about, it's being kept a secret. And this is something that you have a commitment with someone. Four of Cups. There's unrequited love, for sure. It's like, okay, they're like my roommate. That's cool. They're not really like my love. That's the vibe. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying that's the vibe. But under that is, let me show you, a whole other two queens behind this Four of Cups. This is, you know, I'm seeing some fire. I'm seeing some passion. I see some love. I see some justice. Let's continue and see what's going on here. What is the Chariot in reverse and the Fool, please? Six of Pentacles. You're kind of, I feel like you're going to try to keep things in place, but, you know, low key, you're just going to take this risk and leave something behind. I don't know what you're doing here, but somebody's begging you for attention, but you're just crumbling, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, unless this is the other way around. But that's the common theme. Somebody's being breadcrumbed, so they stick around while the other person kind of like takes a risk somewhere else or does something else. But they kind of try to leave like a home base available to themselves so they can go back to it if whatever the other thing is that doesn't work out. Whoever's doing that. 10 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. So this heavy load, this heavy burden, this thing where you're trying to walk through the door, and then there's the Six of Pentacles again. And here's the Chariot. You're having similar cards pop up with the second deck. What's going to cause this is some promises are going to be made, or some sort of conversation is going to be had where when you guys put your cards on the table, this could even be a contract, quite literally, for work. Once this goes down, this is what creates the burden, because somebody takes on a responsibility that says, okay, I made this promise, so I will carry this. Or, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, but I promise you something else in return, XYZ. That creates a burden. Whatever the case is, this is a new opportunity, but it is adding on to your burdens somehow, some way. But at the same time, it also makes you feel like, all right, this is done because I had this conversation with this person and now I'm moving on with my life. I'm looking out the door. I'm staying focused. The Chariot, Cancer energy. And you're looking to reconcile here with someone. Somebody you might have ghosted and now you want to go back to them. Taurus, what you doing? No, I'm just kidding. None of my business. Just going to read. Nah, I'm just poking fun. We got to have fun here. I'm not talking to anybody else but, me, the microphone, and you guys. All right. 10 of Pentacles. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles in the advice position for Taurus, please. Okay, 6 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, but what fell out is the 9 of Cups and then the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you guys have this desire here to commit to someone or something. But others of you, it's more or less telling me something about your desires. And the 9s are about ourselves. And is definitely somebody from your recent past that you want to maybe talk to them or extend them an olive branch of some kind. But some of you, this 9 of Cups, some of you desire to have a commitment with someone or desire to get married to them or desire to get committed. Anyway, because this is in the advice position, it's really saying, really look at your desires. Really look at where you want to commit. Really look at your house, your burning house, and ask yourself, what are you taking out of there that you feel like you can't live without? Yeah, you got to weigh your pros and cons. 2 of Pentacles. Me? Like I said, I can't live without my daughter and my passport. That's it. And you know what? I'm going to bring you some videos from my travels in a few weeks. That should be fun. Nice different background, nice view. I'm going to do some short videos too, and just why not? Ace of Cups, please. Clarify. Yeah, 7 of Swords in reverse. The Justice card, which is Libra energy. Wow. And Gemini energy, which is the Lovers. You're kind of going back to a lover, a lot of you. Or a lover's coming back to you. There's no way else to say it. But let me cover their bodies, because last time my video to you got banned because of the Lovers. And the Lovers always comes out in your videos. But these two... somebody ghosted and decided to come back with the 7 of Swords. Look at you. Huggy, duggy, lovey. This is your justice. Either your person came back to you and things are getting course corrected, fixed. I'm going to see something really terrible right now. And I don't know if you're going to like it or not, but I'm going to be honest with you. And then there's 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You definitely feel guilty about something. Some kind of regret. This goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, why does the bad guy get everything in life? Again, doesn't necessarily mean that they were bad. They just knew what they wanted. And they put that out there and the universe matched the energy. It's like sometimes the universe doesn't necessarily always look at our morals per se. Don't get me wrong, it does. But it does things where it rewards people for knowing exactly what they're striving for and gives it to them. Whether it's good or bad, that's different. That's on you. All right? Because we as human beings all operate from a positive or a negative. The universe is always going to give you what you want. And they're always going to show you what's right and what's wrong. I hope I'm making sense to you. But that's how usually the universe works. It works in the sense that it not even rewards, it just gives you what it wants. Not what you think you need, what the right step is for you. They want you to be confident. So the cards, Tarot, always comes out and says, well, you're most likely to do this, and they're most likely to do this, and then this might happen. Don't get me wrong, Major Arcana comes out too. I don't see any of that here, not like much, just, over here in the beginning with the Moon and the marriage card or the commitment card here, and at the end with the Lovers. Because Lovers is a choice. Do you defy all odds and get together? If you're both saying yes, then the universe is like, okay, it's a yes. Now, morally, maybe you think it's bad. Maybe others of you don't know. But it's not that. It's the universe is giving you exactly what you need. Of course, we try to believe that everyone's trying to do something ethically and morally correct, but that's also on you. Because if you do something bad, then karma steps in. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not necessarily just on the universe, because the universe has, ways on taking care of good actors and bad actors. So there's that. The justice comes in, and that's karma correction. And then karma's like, oh, you want to be fucked up? All right, I'll show you what fucked up looks like and hit you hard. If you do something good, also rewards you, but you also need to challenge yourself. You also need to work at it. All right, why am I being like such a teacher? I need to shut up. Okay. It's the mom instinct, I swear to God. What's going on here? Passion. That's the Ace of Cups. But we're going to see in the extended because I think that's what's happening. I think in your mind you've mentally moved on, to be honest with you. Yeah, pretty much. So I can't sit here say whether it's good or bad. It's just if you're going about it the right way, the correct way, if you're leaving a marriage and you're going to another relationship, as long as you're doing it the right way, it's you evolving. Maybe the other person isn't evolving. No one can say anything about your circumstance because no one knows if you live in a toxic environment, toxic person, whatever the case may be. Okay? And trust me, if the other person is good or whatever, the universe won't let that person either unless they're also not working on themselves. That's on them. Everyone's responsible for themselves. And the only reason I even bring this up to you guys is because of the Five of Cups. That's the only reason. Because of the guilt regret card. Why do you keep getting Thunderbolt? Oh my God, no, I didn't pull this card for you. You know why you got the Thunderbolt? It says figure shit out on your own. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. But I think you got this, Taurus. I really do. I think you got it together. I think you're making a plan. I see you being a fool here. Not really a fool, but taking a plunge like the Fool card. Oh, a fool's journey. And that's okay too, because that's a life to be lived. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Members, I'll see you over extended. All right, 2 links down below. The top one is for the members here, the monthly, and the second link is a one-time extended reading. All right, see you soon.